Film School Slacker contains adult language and themes. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome to Film School Slacker, the podcast where I go through my ever-growing watch list of films. And with me, as always, is Megan.
Hey, that's me.
And we have a special guest. We haven't done one in a long time. Welcome, Katie.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm here now.
You're here.
Yes.
You were here last time I was actually there last time for Jaws.
You guys did Jaws.
Which was a great episode. Did you say you have not yet seen Jaws?
I haven't seen Jaws.
Okay, well, we're going to have to figure that out at some point. We can't make it a double feature. Maybe we'll just put it on later or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I mean, I've seen the important bits, but
right.
As others may know, I will watch that movie
at any time. Yeah.
And so will Mitch.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Sounds about right.
It's a good one. So
good.
But today, as your lore has been on the podcast before, you have a background in animation at school.
Sort of.
It's more than I have. This is a movie that I have not seen, but it's been in the pantheon of what my friends have watched a long time, and that is Corpse Bride.
Yeah.
I love Corpse
Bride from 2005, rated PG, 1 hour 17 minutes long, starring Johnny Depp, Helena Bonham Carter, Emily Watson, Tracy Ullman, Paul Whitehouse, Joanna Lumley, Albert Finney, Richard E. Grant, Christopher Lee, Michael Gough, among others.
Wow.
Directed by Tim Burton and Mike Johnson.
Classic.
And written by John August, Caroline Thompson, Pamela Petler, Tim Burton, and Carlos Grangal.
And I tend to go really hit or miss on Tim Burton. It really depends on the movie for me.
What's a Tim Burton? I guess Beetlejuice. I was going to say, what's a Tim Burton movie that hit for you?
Yes,
Beetlejuice
tell us
hit.
a hit and tell us a
Beetlejuice
miss.
hits.
Yeah, Beetlejuice hit. I don't like Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I really didn't like it.
Yeah. And
So-
this is the same
Why not?
animation style.
It is stop motion, yes.
It's stop motion.
And I don't
but
dislike.
it's-
I love stop motion. For me, I think a lot of Nightmare Before Christmas it felt like it was trying really hard. I don't know how to explain it. And some of it too is just so many of my friends loved it growing up.
Yeah.
And I didn't watch it until I was 25.
Yeah.
I think it is the subject of a lot of people's admiration, and I think sometimes the fandom of some of those things can kind of make it a little much for some people.
It is a lot.
That's a lot. I will say I like Corpse Bride a little bit better than Nightmare Before Christmas, personally.
I'd say it's about.
You've seen
I
this?
lean. Yeah, I have.
Okay, good.
I saw it in theaters actually
Yes,
when
me
I was
too.
13.
Me too.
Amazing.
I think I lean more towards Nightmare, but that's just because I saw it first.
Yes.
It's got that little place in my heart, and
Sure.
it was ingrained
Right.
Sure.
when I was
They
young
become
enough to enjoy it.
traditions.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a Halloween and Christmas movie for me. So
Okay. Fair enough. No, I and maybe that's part of why I find, because I'm kind of also sort of touchy about Christmas movies, and I also was a person that grew up not liking Halloween as a kid.
You didn't like Halloween.
I don't mind it now, but as a kid, there was just a lot. I didn't like the unpredictable nature of it.
Right.
I also had with my food allergies, I couldn't have most of the candy. I had to be careful. It was just kind of annoying. It wasn't fun for me. But now as an adult, it doesn't really matter. It's fine, and the aesthetic and the fall chill is kind of pleasant. But
And this isn't explicitly a Halloween movie.
No.
It is one you could watch around then, but it is not about Halloween.
Corpse. So
Yeah,
right, right, yeah.
We
Moved into
watch it
Corpse
every
to-
year, Mitch and I. So.
It's a very different movie tonally, and
Yes, very different.
And I mean, it's 14 years into Tim Burton's career, and
Sure.
so
farther in.
he's kind of honed the storytelling more, and
the animation's a little more poised at that point as well.
Okay.
Less janky.
Yeah. Okay.
it's a very pretty movie.
It's very pretty.
I'm excited, because that was the thing is, Nightmare Before Christmas was it definitely was it had a lot of kitsch value to its design. But I remember seeing stills of the Corpse Bride and being oh no, this has got a little bit more style to it. So
It's a little more
It's like whimsical, like a gothy whimsical,
like
sort
Victorian
of situation.
whimsy goth kind of feel.
Sure,
it's cute.
It's very cute. I think you'll like it. I think you'll like it more than Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes. Okay.
But yeah, I don't know.
All right. Well, shall we roll the tape?
Let's do it.
Yes.
I'm just choosing to like make this canon for the Haunted Mansion.
Okay.
Like that's kind of what it feels like. Like to me, it does a better job of like setting a mood and a story in that environment than the movies that exist for it that are actually on brand for Haunted Mansion actually do. Apart from Muppets Haunted Mansion, which is a delight, but that's a totally different situation. No, like I actually really like this was definitely nothing like Night Before Christmas. Like this is very fun. This was a lot of fun for me.
That's good.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was the same aesthetic for sure. I think it was a little more cinematic.
Yes,
in the way that it presented the aesthetic.
More polished.
Yeah, like I feel like Night Before Christmas sort of had like a maybe a touch of Disney Channel original movie to it in the way that it presents itself. I know it was a ton of work and it's very artistic in its own way, but like that's kind of how it felt to me.
Yeah.
Whereas this,
kitschy.
like right from the very beginning, I'm just like, whoa, this was a shit ton of work.
Yes, it was.
Like just like holy shit, this is a ton of work. So that was sort of the energy that I got right off the bat. I liked, and I think that I think Mitch even said while we were watching, like the score. I can't remember who it was. But the score is very good and not in the way.
Yes.
And there was some music with actual lyrics.
Yeah, and melodies that kind of persist a little bit.
Yeah,
and you can remember them. You know,
totally. And but they weren't aggressive. They sat well in a show that you have to kind of, that's both a little bit preposterous, but you kind of have to take it seriously to make it work.
Yes.
And I think that they did a good job of towing that line. Yeah, like it was good. I came into it definitely with sort of a Nightmare Before Christmas shaped chip on my shoulder. And I was pleased. I liked it.
Good.
I want to get to my notes, but also I feel like I kind of want to get some initial thoughts from you about this.
Well, so I really love this film because it's a very good example of stop motion and what can be done and in like the most well-oiled machine possible. Stop motion takes a really long time. So the thing is when you have a stop motion film, you don't have time to like fuck around with meaningless kind of scenes. Everything in there has to be essential to the plot, to the tone, to character development. Like everything is essential, and like that's why it's like 75 minutes. Right.
Yeah, it was like an hour and 15 minutes or something. Yeah,
and took 55 weeks to shoot.
Exactly.
Holy shit. Yeah, I mean that is like right from the very beginning, like that's exactly it. Like it has this, it's such a
gets to the point.
And I feel like in a world of Avengers Endgame, like
yes,
it's a unit of measurement of its own, and seeing this be so dense and concise in a very short time frame is it has no chance to overstay its welcome,
and it doesn't try to make it more complex than it needs to be. Because that just makes it convoluted and it makes it feel rushed, or well, there's more questions then that you're like, well, what about this? It's like, no, it had a simple story to tell. It told it. It kept it simple, kept it ambiguous, but still like relatable for pretty much every viewer. Can relate in some way to one of those characters. Yeah. And that's the other thing too, is that the characters are super relatable.
Yeah.
Even though one of them's dead. But she has a very relatable struggle of, wanting to be vindicated and wanting to, like feel that she is of her own, what's the word I'm looking for? That she's in charge of her own sort of
destiny. Yes. Right. And also at the same time with someone is thinking about her interests as well.
Yes, and she has sort of realized like, hey, you know, this might have been my dream before, is I really wanted to be a bride. I wanted to get married. But the ultimate goal was really just to receive love, and that's what she got.
Right.
So that's just a cute little, wonderful little story.
Apparently, this is based off of a Russian Jewish fairy tale.
Really?
That's interesting. Yeah. I mean, it does have like a very ancient feel to it.
It feels very like
a folklore.
Like folklore.
Yeah.
In that, especially in like that Eastern European, like,
yes,
and then he married a corpse who was his bride.
No, genuinely, this sort of thing. You're just like, wow, who the fuck comes up? Oh, the Russians. Yep, it would be the Russians.
Okay, yep, that
bunch of
tracks.
vodka. We're gonna see that the corpse is he's accidentally somehow like marry a corpse, and then he's like, maybe I just die. You know,
you know what? Like everyone up there sucks anyway.
Yeah,
and the cute girl is married anyway, so whatever.
Oh, maybe I just die.
Exactly.
And, it's live my life with my corpse bride.
I have to say, I never recognized Johnny Depp's voice once.
He's so meek in this role.
He's so weird.
He's
so tiny.
It's very like
it's small. Yeah,
small, very small.
SMOL.
Yeah, it's very interesting because I mean, granted, like I'm not like because I don't have a ton of experience with Tim Burton. My Johnny Depp experience has almost exclusively been Pirates.
Or other live action stuff mainly.
And so his voice is so distinctive in Pirates.
He's been playing Captain Jack Sparrow since 2003?
Since I was in third grade.
It's like a sober version.
It is. It really is. And so it's like very like...
It's very different from
this.
Absolutely.
I'm Victor. Like this like very small. I'm very small.
Very insecure. Like very
so
meek,
different.
mild.
Yeah.
Having said that, I kind of want to watch Benny and June because he's in that too.
That's right.
And he plays this very autistic coded character. And is he's more Charlie Chaplin in that role.
Okay.
And I think he actually like took Charlie Chaplin as his
and there's another role that this kind of reminds me of a little bit is What's Eating Gilbert Grape. Yes, where he plays sort of a somewhat more subdued character.
Yeah.
And it kind of reminds me of that in a bit because it's like it's hard. You don't often get a Johnny Depp role where he's kind of the straight man. Like even though this was stylized, it's not like in your face, you know.
Right. No, it was and I the whole voice cast was really good. Though I found it very interesting that the voice cast was sort of subdued because so much of the story was played by the sort of over stylized animation, which was really interesting.
Like obviously everything you needed to know about the characters just from a glance.
I honestly would challenge anyone to go back and watch it with like the Spanish dub, and they would never question what was happening.
You'd never know.
I know.
Yeah,
that's another thing. It's just the character design is just.
It's really interesting.
Amazing and hilarious, you know?
Yeah, like the hair. My God.
I know.
The mom's hair that looks like upside down ball sack.
Yes.
And I was about to say, like, it was, and I think I have it written in the notes, where it's like, why does she look like accentuated version of Mom from Mom Corp in Futurama with like the long, tall double
like the big font.
The herald is in the shape of a bell.
It's literally the shape of a bell.
Yes. I mean, it's almost so obvious it's knocking you in the face.
You can't do that in live action.
No.
So you better fucking do it in animation because you can.
And it comes off so distinctive in a stop motion environment because it's such a different feel because you've got this sense of like there's still a sense of volume and space
because it's a real space,
right? But it feels so different,
right?
It's like in stop motion, like right from the time that I watched Wallace and Gromit for the first time, I was always sort of fascinated, right, by the way
Chicken
that
Run, man,
Chicken Run,
Chicken Run,
those Aardman guys, God, like, such an amazing medium, you know, because you can do it really crappily pretty easily, but
would a
doing it
depressed
well,
person make this
right?
Requiem for a Tuesday.
And it's definitely not something that a depressed person, it's hard to do stop motion.
On
Speaking from experience.
Requiem for a Tuesday, and the other side you have like Corpse Bride.
Corpse Bride, yes.
Right. No, absolutely. It's I mean, right from the beginning. So I'll just jump into my notes. I don't have that many notes because I was honestly just like, there wasn't much to say.
And like, it's so short.
Oh yeah,
I think this
so
is like
short.
the shortest
I was
movie
like-
we've done.
Galaxy Quest, I had 317 words of notes. Corpse Bride, I have 221 words of
Damn.
notes. It's just there. Every time I'd be like, okay, that's the thing. But it was also so dense that I had to keep.
Yeah.
You have to pay attention
because there's no filler. You know, There's
Yeah.
no
It's
establishing
all
shot.
plot,
You
no
are
filler.
in.
Nope.
Like you're always either looking at it, like specifically looking at an establishing shot, or you are literally like up close with
Getting
the character
plot,
because that's all you get.
Oops, all plot.
Oops, only
Oops, all plot,
No,
yes.
I'm here for it. It's so refreshing in this world of
Yeah, right.
like all over the place bullshit. I'm like right off the bat, I'm like, this is a nice little title sequence. It was
Isn't
like
it nice?
set a good. It did it, and again, they weren't wasting any time.
No.
You know, they were doing establishing characters,
it's a
establishing
rhythmic
exposition
exposition thing. This
Yeah.
is a boring ass
the
place.
boring ass
yeah.
place. Yeah, showing these main characters that they want you to focus on, and then
Right.
doing that with the title sequence. Very nice double work.
Yes.
Does the Pope shit in the woods?
Right.
Sorry, there's so many of these.
That had
I
to do
pulled it-
with Danny Elfman.
Danny
right?
Elfman.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like
Because I was
Tim
like,
Burton-
this is a Danny Elfman
score,
score,
right?
and
Does
you're
the
like,
Pope
yeah,
shit-
does
does the Pope shit in the woods?
And the answer is yes to both of those
This
things.
was- yeah.
I mean,
Papa
I'm like-
Americano.
Papa
yeah.
Leon, we're
Papa
looking at you.
Leon.
Does Tim Burton work with any other composer?
No.
I don't think
I-
so.
If
I
he
would-
does, it's like a big deal.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It'd be
This
something very
is the
specific.
default, and like
Yeah.
the default is Tim Burton's directing and writing and stuff like that. Danny Elfman's doing music, and then you got Helena Bonham
Bonham
Carter
Carter,
doing
John-
some role,
Right.
And
Johnny
Johnny Depp.
Depp.
and Johnny Depp doing some role.
Right. Right. Yeah. That's
Unless
that's
it's
awesome.
Nightmare Before Christmas,
And then it
in
is
which
Johnny
that
Depp.
was kind of in its infancy there.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Still Danny Elfman.
Singing.
Singing.
Only for singing.
Only for singing.
Because otherwise it was Chris Sarandon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Prince Humperdinck.
Prince
Yes.
Humperdinck.
Because he sounded
Sounded like
the most
Danny Elfman.
like Danny Elfman.
Which is
Yes.
so interesting. Like, I'm like, did we really trust Danny Elfman that little to actually?
The same
His voice acting must have sucked.
the
Must have
same the same thing happened with Mr. Bone Jangles in this movie.
Yes.
Oh, 'cause that was
that's right.
Danny Elfman recorded
The audio.
the audio,
Okay.
and then they looked for someone else to
Okay.
do it.
The speaking voice.
The-
yeah.
Not even the speaking voice, just someone else to do the song,
Oh.
and they couldn't find anyone.
Oh, so Danny Elfman.
So Danny
he's
Elfman was like,
he's I swear to you, I don't want to
"Fine.
keep doing this.
I
I will
guess I'll
sing
fucking
it.
do it."
I
And
guess I'll just
apparently,
do it.
and apparently the voice was so like it kind of had that like 40-year-old
Yes,
smoker
yes.
Yeah.
vibe to it.
Yeah,
Apparently
see?
he would like go hoarse after doing his session.
Oh my
No, I mean, he
gosh.
was going. I mean, just from and
Oh,
again, I'm not.
He went hard.
Yeah, and just I'm not a. I haven't sang in a capacity where I've been trained in a very long time. My voice is different, but anyway, I will say, listening to him sing, he would sit in what I would expect the Danny Elfman range to be.
Yeah.
And he would jump low. He would jump. He would. That is so hard on your vocal cords.
Yeah.
If you're like when you're like low like that, you're flapping them all over the
Oh,
place.
yeah.
You know, it's like really weird.
It's
Not good for
definitely like it's very it costs a lot.
Yeah.
But the payoff is
Taxing.
usually it's taxing.
It's taxing,
But
yeah.
it delivers a really nice end product.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to use it sparingly.
You gotta use it sparingly. Exactly. You gotta use it for a good reason. Right off the bat, I'm just like looking at my notes. It's like, oh yes, the top hats are back.
The top hats, the ones that are like,
Yeah, the
crazy
6 feet tall.
6-foot top
I have
hats
so
and-
many questions about the like design language, like where they go for that. Like, we've got these characters who are very, very distinctively shaped, and you've got hair that's really tall or really wide, or hair or hats and whatever. Everything has got this very condensed or stretched kind of feel
like
to it.
caricaturized.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, and it's so distinctive, and I'd be very curious to know like
It's just
the
that's just
inspiration.
Tim Burton's
Just
style.
do it. Why not?
Yeah,
That's pretty
Is
much
that-
why.
in this case, is Tim Burton doing the design?
I'm not sure how much of a hand he has in design
Okay.
necessarily.
I know for Nightmare,
He had a lot
he
more
had
to
a
do
lot
with
more
that.
to do with it because it was his first
That
kind
was like his baby.
Right,
Yeah.
right, okay.
I can imagine.
Well, it's similar
he
like
had-
in Beetlejuice too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure there's like it's a collaborative sort
Yeah.
of thing. We'd have
Right.
to look
Between
and see like
him and the art director.
Right.
Yeah.
But like that, the art design, especially for the characters in his stop
Yeah.
motion stuff, is really distinctive.
Oh yes.
Um,
And that happens in Nightmare too. There's the mayor
yeah,
with
but
the
the tall. Yeah, no, I mean the second
The
I saw, I'm like,
6-foot top
oh,
hat.
I'm like, here we go again.
Tall,
Like,
skinny
thing
top
is
hat.
though, here's the thing about that. My rebuttal to this is always, why not? Like,
Totally.
why the fuck not?
For me, it was just because I was like, oh, here we go, yet another round
Of course.
of this.
This is
and
just
then,
normal.
Right, and then we got back, and then it started, and I was like, okay, this, I actually wish I would have seen this before Nightmare.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because this was a better story to me.
Yeah.
Well, yes, it is.
Like it was just a better
controversial
I know,
statement.
here we go.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
To me was a better movie, and it was more cinematic. It had better pacing. It had better
Snappier.
It was a lot snappier.
Yeah.
It was a score. I feel like Danny Elfman really locked in his score situation. Like the music wasn't overdone. It fit in a way that was kind of fun and campy, but not totally derailing the entire thing. It was just a better executed film, and I feel like if that was my introduction to this sort of Tim Burton stop motion cinematic universe energy, this look, I feel like I would have had like a little bit more forgiveness for the things that I had problems with for Nightmare.
That's fair.
But anyway, that's just my own. This has always been my unpopular take with a lot of my friends, because so many of my friends grew up on that movie.
Yeah.
And I watched it at 25. It just didn't work the same way.
I think the trick with Nightmare is that so many of the people that love it have loved it, like
for that whole
since
time,
their whole life.
Yes.
And
They owned multiple pieces of Jack Skellington merchandise from Hot Topic.
They did. And
Megan.
you know what?
No,
and when Disney acquired it, they were like, hell yeah.
We're going to merchandise the
getting
shit
all
out of
the emo kids.
Uh-huh.
Right.
And they did. And they still do. But the thing is, I think it's also something where when you look at the characters of Nightmare, this is kind of getting off topic, but when you look at the characters of Nightmare Before Christmas in a vacuum, they're really awesome, interesting characters.
Oh, yeah.
Totally.
I think it's like one of those things where like he's playing with this idea.
Yeah.
And
Totally.
there's some things that miss. It gets kind of like, okay, we're getting a little bored here. Like, what are we doing?
He trimmed the fat a lot.
He did.
Yeah.
And I think this is like kind of the natural successor.
I agree.
Where it's like, here we have a story to tell. We have some interesting characters that exist on their own. You can put them in pretty much any story.
Right.
We got I was just wondering what the runtime of Nightmare was.
Yeah.
It's 1 minute shorter.
Isn't that? And it feels like 2 hours.
Longer.
It feels like my entire life up to that point.
That
it was so long. Yeah. No, this was so tight. It just moved. Yeah. Anyway, okay. It's my next note. Good Lord, her boobs. That must have been so hard to animate.
No.
Like,
whose boobs?
Yes.
Because the mom
is the one I was thinking.
Have physics.
Oh, yeah.
Had physics.
They were bouncing.
It's fabulous.
It was amazing. I was like, that is a lot of work.
Oh, yeah.
It really is.
Somebody had to spend the time to give
moving
these
the boobs.
Yeah, like each separate. Anyway, that was unreal to me. And what really bums me out is this style isn't that hard to emulate digitally in CG, which is so annoying, because that is, you look at it and go, yeah, okay. But if you think about it, you're like, wait, no, this was all physical stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
I think there are two digital shots, digital effects in the film, but the camera was complete. I think most of it, except for the scene when they first meet and they're on the bridge, I think that was a 3D camera shot.
Oh, sure.
But then I think all of the rest of the camera was practical, I believe.
Jeez.
Which is
so cool.
Also, like, if you're the camera operator,
cool.
like on a stop motion film set, you're like,
yeah, you got to be real dialed in.
It's so much work. It's an unreal.
Like,
that's
minuscule, like
incredibly impressive.
There was some bit in the trivia about how they didn't. So for Nightmare, they had different face plates that they could swap out. But for this one, they actually went with like a clockwork model.
Oh.
Right. Yes.
So there were like 13 or 14 different, like, Emily's and Victor's and Victoria's.
Okay.
And like they could just like dial, like put the little peg in the back and like
it was like
screw their screw their faces different.
Yes.
I see.
They had different locked positions.
Yeah.
I definitely saw that with Emily a lot.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
She had a lot of you could see it more with her jaw because the jaw is more sunken in.
And
which is a choice.
She's got the
You're
like the wound in there.
Right.
Which she has a bludgeoning wound, by the way, which
Sure
always
does.
makes me sad.
Oh.
Emily's sad.
She is sad.
She's very sad.
Well, but it just she's so like wonderful and perfect and just
She is she's
She's so
she kind of activates the big sister.
Yes.
The big sister, like, oh no, you
Yeah.
sweet bean.
Yeah.
She's kind of an oh honey sort of situation.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Which
honey.
is, again, it's one of those things where you immediately are like, oh my God, I love her. Like,
Yeah.
and you see that established too when you go down into, the underworld or whatever.
Right.
And everyone just loves her.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's all you need to see.
Yeah.
Right.
To
You
be
just
like,
know.
okay, this is a very
So she's-
protected all costs
she's
character.
Yeah.
beloved and for a good
And that's,
reason.
again,
She's very
it's
sweet.
Very quick to get to that point.
Yes.
How do you make that point clear from the get-go? Everybody loves
Those
her.
are- and it's a fun little song about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she has like really nice reaction shots where she's like, "Oh, stop!" Like,
Yeah.
just stop it.
Yeah.
But she's so cute, and she's so like, I think her only like true dramatic arc is more of a sense of like,
It's like a self.
not a confidence, but sort of a self.
It's a self-discovery.
A self-worth.
A self-worth.
A
Yes.
discovering of a self-worth is definitely what she eventually sort of discovers and is able to realize for herself, and she does it by herself.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not Victor pointing out
And being like,
hey,
"Oh,
you
look."
should feel good about yourself.
Yes.
Everyone loves you and blah,
She
blah, blah.
does it
She's like,
herself.
no, everybody loves me and he's willing to die.
I'm a
for
good
me,
person.
And I must be a
Right.
good person
Yes.
in there, so I'm going to let him have his...
Right.
Yes.
I'm going to let him live
Yeah.
with his...
Yeah.
Because she's, the whole goal of her film was like she's trying to get some kind of vindication or justice or something, which she does get as well when she stands
Yeah,
up to
sure does.
her
But, like-
murderer.
Right. Right.
But like, that's not even... We don't know. I mean,
True.
It's
On a
heavily implied.
Yes,
Right.
yes. They
But,
don't
like,
try to hide that.
You don't know that that this weird rando is the guy who killed her however many years ago until she's like, wait a second.
You.
It's you.
And then you're like,
You asshole. Yeah. Like the whole crowd when they're like, what?
My problem is there was too few characters for him not to have been that guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was sort of but yeah.
I don't think they were trying to hide it
No,
necessarily.
no, it
'cause
wasn't
he
like a
has
big
his
whodunit.
little, he has his little like, just you wait,
I was gonna show you the guy who
Oh,
played
yes,
him.
show us.
Hold on.
I've not seen this guy actually.
Grant. I believe you probably have. He's been in a bunch of stuff. But he just has one of those like
Yes.
naturally villainous faces.
Oh yeah.
Are
sure.
you kidding me?
No.
Oh my god.
And like even when he's smiling, he kind of looks like he's gonna murder you.
Kind of slimy.
Yeah. Huh.
What did I just see him in? Hold on.
Wonderful acting performance from
It
him
is
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. Very very
Very
good.
slimy.
Oh, Death of a Unicorn.
Okay. Huh.
Oh, and he played like a nega doctor in Doctor Who.
Oh.
In 2024.
Okay.
So I'm
Interesting.
assuming that's the
Okay.
Shudigawa.
Seasons.
Seasons.
Yeah, I have not seen the Shudigawa
I
seasons.
have any in there.
I haven't seen a single episode of Doctor Who.
Yeah. It's weird. I
Can't all be perfect.
I have a special place in my heart for Doctor Who, but also like there came to a point where I was like,
Oh, he was also classic Loki in
oh,
the Loki
really?
show.
Okay.
Yeah.
The old
Loki, yeah.
That
Okay.
seems like it would be befitting.
Yeah, it worked. It worked very well.
Yeah, he just has
Slimy.
a naturally villainous face.
Perfect.
Like
He does.
God, who else? I was just talking about this with Aaron, I think. Just
Another villainous.
some people just like Missy, another Doctor Who, the
Oh yeah.
from Peter
Mich-
Capaldi's season.
Yeah, Michelle
Gomez.
Is that her name? Yeah, Michelle
I think
Gomez. I
so.
think is. Hold on. Hold up.
I'm pretty sure that sounds right. But yeah, she just has naturally
Yes.
villainous face.
She really does. I'm not
she
gonna turn around
like she knows it, and she's actually said in like interviews like, I love getting to play
I
the
lean
bad
into
guy
this.
because I have this face. Like she's gorgeous.
Yeah,
and
but
like but
very
like
much
she,
like
she very much like
She knows.
yeah.
she knows.
Look at that face.
It's just the perfect villain face. And
she
I
knows
love her
she's
for it.
she's hot and a
Yeah.
villain, and she knows both of those
Exactly.
things.
Yeah, that was like her character in Doctor Who was like very.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she was great. She was fun. And people loved her. Like she was beloved during her run.
Fucking loved.
Yeah.
Missy.
Yeah, but anyway, do you think your father and I like each other? I'm like, this is so dark, you guys.
Those parents fucking suck.
I mean, parents were awful.
It also just
They
like
all suck.
it also like takes the Victorian era
does, yeah.
like marriage stuff and just cranks it up
dials
super
it.
literal.
Totally,
Yeah.
totally.
It's like your father and I hate each other.
right.
Yeah, you're not married. Who gets married for love?
Yeah.
Like, what does that have to do?
Right.
And these
Like,
people
okay.
and like these nouveau riche,
Yeah,
you know,
even though they're
neighbors
like
of
both
ours.
lying about it. Like,
Yeah.
Literally.
and like all the people in the town are just like they're not having a good time.
Right.
They're just
Like life sucks, and that's just how it is. And it's portrayed very well. Like everyone's
Yeah.
super rigid.
Right.
They're all gray.
Right.
They're like
Right.
misshapen. Like
Yeah.
they're
like-
Mayhew's head is
Oh
in
my
the middle
God.
of his body.
Yes. Talk about like a major kyphosis
Right.
situation.
Right.
and then the maid is like shaped like a question mark.
She really is riding on top of a Roomba, just kind of
Literally.
gliding along the floor. In that
She's
shape.
like a physics a simple machine,
Yeah.
like those birds, that you put on your
Yeah.
finger.
It's like
The ones that on the fingertip.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Like the eagle
100%.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That is
all of
funny.
them are
It's
just
machine.
I love the exaggeration of all the characters. And
Right.
it's like everybody in the Everglot family like is all shaped like a beach ball.
Yeah.
Right.
Like a
right,
potato with
right,
legs.
Right.
They all have like 80 teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
like zero
super
eyeballs.
wide.
No.
It gets so funny.
If you have
God.
glasses, you don't need eyeballs.
No,
Apparently.
right. That's how it works. Yeah, that's just the way it works. The hair. Oh yeah, the hair, like the mom with the hair that goes
Yeah.
way up. It
Oh
reminded
my
me
gosh.
of mom's hair from
Yeah.
Futurama.
She
Yeah.
always made me think of like a chess piece,
yes, a lot of
and it seems
Yeah.
like that made sense for the story. Is that like these big, tall queens or like kings
Yeah.
and queens in chess are
Yeah.
like very rigid and have certain
right.
ways of doing things.
They're like figurines. They're,
Yeah,
they're
yeah, yeah.
stylized figurines. Yeah.
And then interestingly enough, the only three that aren't like really crazy caricatures are our three mains.
Yeah.
Victor, Victoria, and Emily.
Right.
Because you're supposed to be focusing on them and empathizing more with them.
their-
Yeah.
It's harder
And
to empathize with.
They're more
Right.
typical human
Yes.
shaped.
Well, except for their spindly spider legs.
they're
but-
they're Barbie dolls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they do have that, and I think to your point, they're supposed to focus. As an audience, we're supposed to focus on their character
faces,
arcs, and we
too,
don't
yeah.
need the visual stylings to signal what we are supposed to feel
Yeah.
about
Because
them.
we're spending the most time with them.
Right.
And like with a character, like with the limited runtime,
Right.
who maybe only gets a couple lines, like
Right.
you gotta get everything, all the information you can give about that character who just has like 2 lines. And it's like,
Visually.
Right.
okay, here, this is what this person is
Right.
about. Like,
right.
like grandma ready to beat ghosts down with
Yes.
her walker.
yes, you
Like-
know that
Yeah.
she's like,
Oh yeah, she's a widow and she's
She's
yes.
seen some shit.
she's
Yeah.
seen some shit and
Yeah. She's about
and
to
you
throw
know what?
down.
It's funny in the beginning. It's kind of hard to. It's quick and you can miss it easily. But she somebody on either in a carriage or something cuts in front of her and she's like, hey,
Yeah.
like what are you
Yeah,
doing?
yeah, yeah.
it's like crabby old lady.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you have that sense of her from the beginning, and then there's like,
and then her husband comes back from the
Yes.
dead, and
Oh, it's so
they
good.
have a
and
sweet
it's
little
Clark
moment.
Gable
Yeah.
or something.
It's for real.
literally in the smoking
Like
jacket.
literally.
So good. We get to the they're trying to do they're trying to make him learn the vow,
Oh my god.
and all I can think the whole time is marriage.
Marriage.
Brings us together.
I feel like
today.
Christopher Lee kind of like
He
flips
hammed
that on
up.
its head.
He did.
He's just like instead of like this, because in that scene in Princess Bride, he looks very impressive, and
Right.
very
Yes, yes.
regal,
Right.
very very Pope like, and
Right.
then
And he just
he
is-
has this silly little voice,
Yeah.
and then Christopher Lee looks again
like a silly little guy.
like a silly little guy and has this big booming voice.
booming Christopher Lee voice.
Yes.
Yeah.
I could
That's so funny.
I could only hear Saruman.
I know.
Like that's all I could hear.
it kind of is just Saruman
I
as a
mean,
pastor,
yeah.
Pastor.
which is fine. I'm
Yeah.
not upset about that.
Right. It works.
He's so like just his face is just so like angry and like
Angular
you just
and-
again in a scene where there's like 3 minutes to establish all like the pressures of the world are on this kid's shoulders, and there's this big guy that's yelling at him about his vows. There's the parents on both sides, and he's just like, I just want to draw butterflies.
Like, could we not go line by line here?
Yes.
Could we not like adapt?
There's no
to make it
slack for him.
more, you know,
right.
And it says like it has that 3 hours later. And
I
I'm
know,
like,
the time
so
card.
why didn't we fucking
try
adapt
something
this
like
here?
scaffold this for him?
Like, literally write it out for him and have him read
that
it.
whole classic idea
This
of
is
it's
not
a
an
world,
accessible
No.
world.
where,
It's
where
not
it's
very
like
accessible.
you need to conform to what we
Yes.
want
Yeah.
or
Or
fuck you.
there's no option.
Right.
You do this.
Right.
And also like those vows make no sense.
No, they don't.
They
And
make no
why do you have to? Again, the line by line thing is, it's much more common now.
Yes.
Or even just not even doing that and
Yeah.
just doing I do instead.
Literally.
Right.
Or I will or whatever
Right.
they say now. But it's just it creates a lot of visual like discomfort for me.
Right.
I'm like, like my shoulders are all raised up
Yeah.
because it's so uncomfortable,
It is so uncomfortable.
to be in a situation like that.
I know.
But
And
it's
like no wonder he fucking
I
fled.
know. He runs
I know.
away and he's like, shit. Like,
And I like that Victoria didn't like blame herself.
no.
Right.
She was like,
This sucks.
like, oh, I
Yeah.
thought we were gonna. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And even
I'm
for a
sad.
while, like he's misunderstood a little bit by her in the beginning too, because
Yeah.
like they don't have quite a lot of time together
Right.
in the film. But what like an amazing sort of development for Victor by the end is that he learns how to sort of like speak his mind and like stand up for his principles and things like that. And that's because of the influence that Emily has on
Yeah.
him. So there's that other aspect of the arc as well.
Right.
Is that he's sort of learned, hey, I can be a little more like
Yeah.
Loosey goosey.
like at the very end, it's kind of a subtle thing, but I always think about this like when they're watching like Emily fade away as butterflies, but he like just is like, I'm gonna put my arm around my lady.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
he has
Oh, yeah.
no problem doing that.
Right.
Whereas
I mean,
before
even-
he freaks out, like, oh my God, where's your chaperone?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's cute.
Yeah. It is cute.
And I think that's, their first encounter is like, she's like, oh, he's just as nervous about this as I
Yes.
am.
Right.
These are, like,
And probably even more. And like, that's really cute.
And
Like,
she connects
that
with that. and
endears
yeah.
him to her.
it demystifies it for
Yeah.
her, and it makes it seem less like, oh, I'm not alone in
Yeah.
this. Like,
Right. They're in it together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is like a really, in that time in history or in that setting, that would be a super powerful connection to
Yeah.
have somebody
Totally.
that
Very
like
relatable.
gets it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's a really realistic match. I think that some people will say like, oh, it's kind of sad that Emily didn't end up with, Victor. And it's like,
But like,
no,
it's not.
it's not. It's not
Yeah.
meant to be.
Yeah.
But I think it just is a really, I don't want to say realistic because there's nothing realistic
Yeah.
about this, but in the universe, it's a very realistic, natural progression for everybody,
Yeah.
Right.
which I like.
Absolutely. Town Ringer is a fucking narc.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah, he's
that
a
guy.
fucking narc.
Fuck that guy.
How does he know all of this?
Yeah,
shit?
like what is he
is
doing?
he just like camping out,
Literally.
watching these people?
He
Like,
has the balls to like stare at Victor
Oh,
while
yeah.
he's doing
doing
it. Like,
the thing, just
yeah,
like fucking come at me,
I
bro.
see you.
with the energy of a dog shitting on your carpet
Yeah.
while you're
What are you
staring
gonna
at
do
him.
about it?
Maintaining eye contact.
Literally. So he's standing out there at this point in the woods, going, and I'm like doing like trying to recite the vows
Yes.
again. And during that time, I was just writing. So when does the bride become a corpse? And then,
Oh.
like immediately after I wrote that, the whole rest
whole
of the
thing, and you're
sequence
like,
happened.
oh.
And I wrote, only in a Tim Burton film could you not tell the difference between a branch and a corpse hand.
Well, they don't really focus on it right away.
No, they
it doesn't
don't.
come in focus until he puts the ring on.
And then it's like
and I was
very
like, well,
clearly-
that's like very hand shaped.
And the
I was like,
shot,
oh.
the shot where he pulls the little piece off as a candle is one of her hands. She pulls off a finger, but it's such a quick shot that you don't even register it, and you're like, oh
dear,
oops.
God.
Wow, that's
Did
what a meat cute.
Right?
So sorry, I was using your finger.
And then she comes out of the ground and she's like, that was hot.
Husband.
That was so cute.
I'm dragging you to the underworld.
I'm dragging
You're coming home with me.
If you know what I
Felt
mean.
cute, might drag him to the underworld later. So funny. Also, I love the head waiter bit.
Yep.
Oh my
That's pretty
God.
funny.
Amazing.
Don't know how I feel. Was it the ants are moving his head
Like,
around?
yeah,
Little
ants
cockroaches.
or
Cockroach or something. Yeah.
cockroaches or-
I was just like, what is happening? I hope he doesn't have little spindly legs in his neck. That's
No.
really weird. And then I'm like, oh, he's got a bunch of ants working for him.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes me feel a bit better. The Danny Elfman singing skeleton. He has the jaw of a bulldog. It's just,
Yep. It's got very severe underbite.
Yeah, very out there, jutting out.
Very loose.
Very
in either
loose,
way.
yeah, and one eye that has to roll
That
between
can
Which is
the
a
two.
cue
go back
ball.
and forth.
It is that. Oh, is it? Is it like
It's
a
like a pool ball,
Oh,
I
it's
think.
so
Or I think
funny.
I always thought of it like that though.
They kind of all look like
that,
pool
Yeah.
balls.
Could, yeah.
Which makes sense because I think he's like at a billiards table or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't
that
know.
makes sense. Yeah.
Maybe he's not. Maybe I'm just imagining
I
that.
don't know.
But that's
I
how
like
good
it.
the visualization
It
is.
is.
I have that image in my head.
Right. And then the next bit with the town
Oh, like
the town ringer
crier.
comes in.
Yes.
He goes in. And he's like, and then he like reads out the thing. Married to a corpse during the thing, and then at the end he's like, and now the weather.
And
I'm
now
like,
the
And now the
weather.
weather.
it's just like, oh my god.
Also, how petty is it that Lord Barkis is like, can you come in here and
I
do
want
the
you to
report?"
yell
Scream
this-
at these people?
right?
Even though
right.
like I could just tell you them
Right.
exactly
No, it'd be
the
more
same
fun
thing.
if you did it for me. Like that would be more enjoyable on my end of this whole
Yes,
situation.
and it makes
Yeah.
me look more.
yes, and I don't have to say it. Someone else
More
gets to do the
posh.
And
gossip.
everyone knows I'm noble because I have a chin the size of
Look at
Mount
that.
Everest.
Yes.
There's a lot of chins in
Right.
this movie.
So much chin in this movie.
There's a lot of chin.
Very Habsburgy.
Yeah.
Yeah. The hands of the second hand shop were a real buddy. You know?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, really,
Oh, yeah.
really, really helped.
Oh my God.
helped
Everyone
out
loves
there.
her.
Wingman. Yeah,
I
they
love
all
it.
love
They
her.
do.
Even
They do.
even the disembodied hands.
Yeah.
Fair,
Yes.
fair, especially the disembodied hands.
Especially.
I just get up. I'm just gonna
You
leave.
can see
Alrighty.
yourself out.
I will see myself out in my own home.
Yep.
I love the
God damn it, Ian. I never thought of that before.
especially the hands.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I love the guy that was like, oh, sorry, I'll go this way, and he just splits in half. Walks, and I'm just like, that is something a Minnesotan would do rather
Yep.
than inconvenience somebody.
Yep.
Just be like, oh, sorry,
I
let me
will
just split
split
down the
myself
middle.
down the
Dissect
middle.
myself.
just so you can walk right through. Thank you. That was fun. Another Skeledog. We love
I
we love a good
know.
patented
It's a
Skeledog.
Tim Burton. Tim
trope.
Burton
An
trope.
original, yes.
Truly.
A boy and his dog.
So here's a question.
Yeah.
So have you ever seen Frankenweenie?
I have not either.
Okay.
I've seen the like original short movie
Oh
that
yes,
he did.
yes, but not.
But
the,
I haven't
the
seen
full one.
the more recent.
It's
yeah.
also lovely and cute.
Hmm.
A little more like punches you in the chest, but
Great.
but
That's
it's
what I
lovely. But there's like this whole fan theory because it's about, obviously it's
Oh,
a boy and
yeah.
a dog, but it's like
Yep.
the boy and the dog, and then like they grow up to be Victor and this dog, and then in the
then-
afterlife they're Jack and Zero.
Oh,
Yeah.
cute.
It's not canon, but
No,
it's
but
cute.
it is
But
cute.
it's a cute.
Yes.
Someone makes
progression.
that's a joke that someone does where they have in Titanic, Jack Dawson falling off falling into the sea.
Oh, yeah.
And then the beginning of Inception, he washes up on the beach and
Oh my God.
I haven't seen
That's
Inception in a long
great.
time. But
yeah, it's like the very beginning. He like
Okay,
washes up on the beach.
Inception. We watched that recently again. I only saw it once, and
Yeah.
it kind of wrecked me at the end. I was
It's
like,
a lot.
oh,
It's so much.
It's
oh
a
my
lot.
God.
I think
It's
I've
a
only ever
lot.
seen it like twice.
Yeah.
like the
it's-
first time I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, like through the lens of an adult, it's just interesting
It
how
hits
things
different.
You see it differently, and you're like, shit.
No, it's
Like,
a fun
okay.
movie. I always like that one. I'm
That's
not like
good.
I'm not necessarily like specifically a Christopher Nolan guy.
I hate Christopher
Yeah,
Nolan.
I'm not really into his stuff
I have,
overall.
I have
but
I have a soft spot for Batman Begins and Dark Knight Rises. That's it.
Anyway,
I haven't really watched other than Inception. I haven't watched.
Okay.
You
much of his
you probably have without knowing it.
Oh,
it's a possibility.
It is a possibility.
Yeah, we have to do a a deep dive on that to know for sure, but
whatever.
Yeah,
Like
he's all over
Chris
the place.
Nolan is just. We've talked about this before.
He's the. This is gonna make me sound like a complete asshole.
Good, do it. Launch
hear it.
in.
But like,
Yes.
he's the director that people who want to be seen as film, like
Yeah, I'm a big
knowing
fan
film. Oh, I love movies.
I love
Christopher Nolan.
Nolan's
His movies
one of
are
my
so
favorites.
deep.
Yeah.
And I feel like
How you
that's
can-
how he views himself too.
yes.
Absolutely.
Which is why I don't like his
When
movies.
honestly, I think Jonathan Nolan's probably a little more talented.
Oh.
Yeah, because he
He does Fallout.
Did he do Westworld too?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, Jonathan Nolan's actually
I
pretty
think
amazing.
Jonathan Nolan is better than his brother Christopher.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah. Anyway, wow, hot takes on Film School
didn't
Slacker
Christopher
there.
Nolan direct Memento?
He did.
Oh, he
Okay.
did.
And I can't stand that movie either.
It's been a long time.
It's
since
been
I've
a
seen
long
it.
time
Yeah.
since I've seen it.
God,
I don't
it
think I could
drives me
watch it now
nuts.
because of what's his face.
Oh,
Is that-
yeah.
Is that Spacey in there?
No, it's
No, that's American Beauty, which is not Christopher
yeah, no,
Nolan.
No.
Good film, but
he was
unfortunately.
just in Wonder Man.
the guy who plays the main character in Memento?
No, the Weasley guy.
Oh, God, I don't remember. Why is he a.
It's in my pocket.
Is he a sex pest?
Is he a
No,
slum
he's just-
skeezy bag?
It's just
He's a bad man.
He has he's not a bad guy. He's just
You just don't like him.
I just don't, he just has that face. Hold
I
on.
see.
The punchable face.
Punchable face.
Okay, but
Patented
also
punchable
Wonder Man,
face.
incredible show.
Okay. All right, good to know.
Incredible. Fucking he plays himself.
Oh,
Joe
God.
Pantoliano.
Can I see him?
Oh.
Yeah. Like, doesn't he just have a very punchable face?
Yeah.
Not really.
I mean, I don't know.
He was in
That.
he played Cypher in The Matrix.
Oh,
yeah,
of
yeah,
course.
yeah.
Yeah, at that point in his life,
He's-
yes,
yeah.
he's
And
he
very
was-
punchable.
And he was in
I'm like, that's just a sweet old man.
Some guy. No, in
played-
Cypher, he was very punchable.
he played
was.
Richie. He played Richie in
I didn't recognize him.
Not Richie. Richie? Yeah, Richie in The Sopranos, which
That's
okay.
right. He was in The Sopranos.
yeah. But yeah, he plays himself in Wonder Man as
weird.
kind of like a caricature, kind of like a Keanu Reeves in
Yeah.
Always Be My Maybe.
I need to watch that movie again. It's so good.
So good.
So good.
But yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, like, I forgot he was in that until like 12 seconds ago.
Nice. Boogie boarding. So, my next note, it's no eye sockets, still puts on glasses.
No. Yes.
Just no eyes, no eyeballs in
They
the
just
socket.
sit on there.
Just there. That's
Yeah.
how you
If you
see.
have glasses, you don't need eyeballs.
Several skeletons
It's,
blew out
you know
candles
what? It's
too.
habit.
Yeah.
Who cares?
I was like, how did
There
you
were
do that?
skeletons that were coughing.
That's
Yeah.
exactly.
Coughing.
They're-
They're,
have
they're
lungs.
They're
talking.
simultaneously talking about how they don't breathe, but also are able to
Cough.
blow out candles.
They're also
Blow out
like
candles.
speaking also.
Yeah.
And walking.
withdrawn.
That's kind of like I can buy it more if you see that in like a vampire thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they still have the lungs.
They just
True.
don't need them.
They just don't need
Need 'em.
them.
In fact, you gotta
They're like
exercise them, they get-
vestigial organs. Like you
Otherwise, they
can
just get like mold
Like the
in them, you know?
tailbone.
Yeah.
yeah. like coccyx.
Like
The coccyx.
Oh,
yes.
my coccyx.
Oh my.
Those
bruised
things
my
are a
coccyx.
pain in the ass
They've
sometimes.
really.
That was not
Literally.
Oh,
intentional.
I know, but it was so good.
Very natural.
Very natural. And with Emily, it was like I question what parts of her are fleshy and not.
I know.
Like
Wouldn't
why does
you
she have
like to
one-
know?
she was only part corpse.
Yeah, like she was in the process
Yeah,
of
decomposing.
decomposing.
So
And she was buried pretty
I
shallowly
think
too.
yes, and
Yeah.
I think that there is some kind of there's probably something to be said based on like because when Mayhew and Lord Barkus died, they're
Yeah.
just blue.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
They were
there's no
very
decomp. So maybe
fleshy.
like the ones that are only skeleton
Right.
died like a long
long
Yeah.
time ago, and
That's
she's
my-
clearly
Yeah.
in process.
Yeah.
Well, and if it was Emily who died like I don't know what, maybe 20 years prior to the
Maybe,
film,
yeah.
Right.
based on how old Lord
Hit-
Barkus looks.
was. Yeah. Yeah.
That looks like okay, fine. That could be like
right.
I could buy that if it's consistent with everybody else.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just love all the liquid like humor like that
Yeah.
shrink and stuff pours out.
whatever.
Pours out.
Yeah.
But it's like force a habit.
right. Exactly. And also, sometimes it's a fun bit.
It's kind of like in Pirates of the Caribbean.
I was about to say
when
Pirates of the Caribbean.
When he becomes zombified, he's like, I don't care. It feels good.
Barbosa being a dramatic bitch, and I
why
love
not?
that
The
for
most
him.
dramatic bitch.
He's so dramatic. It's so
great.
funny. Just like sits there, he's like,
Boy
you
knows
best
how to-
start believing in ghost stories,
Oh, yeah.
Miss Turner.
Bites-
You're in
Steps
one.
into the
bites
light.
the cork off.
You're in one.
You're in one. That's so good.
Like,
It's very meta.
Oh, it's so good.
Knew how to find his light.
He really did. And also,
Jeez.
the movie was being directed by Gore Verbinski, who's famously a horror director.
Yeah.
And so, like, there's all sorts of levels anyway, the first Pirates movie to me is unbelievably good. And
I love
good.
it.
don't want anyone to pretend that it
That's
isn't.
lightning in a
We should-
bottle.
we
It
should
really
just
is.
fucking
You know,
watch it,
we
'cause
should
I
watch
We
haven't
it
really
tonight.
seen
should
it.
because we always do.
Yeah, we always.
I
it's
haven't
good.
seen
been
it
a
in a
while for
while.
you.
Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it.
Of course.
I think the last time we watched it was when you and I watched through. Did we watch all three
No.
together?
We
No.
we usually end up watching when we visit, or like that, or National Treasure.
We've watched National
Yeah.
Treasure a few times. We definitely watched that together.
We watched the
been a
Phantom
while.
Menace together.
Yes.
One that's also a good
Just
let's just put the
Yeah,
Phantom
it's-
Menace
Put it on
We
and
definitely
shit on it.
Yeah, that's what we do when we just have nothing to do. Yeah, it's been a while since we've done Pirates together. I know we
Yeah.
have, but
It
it's
was
been a
probably
while.
when we were here last.
Was it when we were last?
I think it was.
Did we watch Pirates?
No, we watched it when you were at our house doing Jaws.
That's exactly what it was. We started, but we didn't
We
finish
didn't finish it.
That's right. It was
Because
the, yeah,
because
that one. Yeah,
stuff
and things.
Stuff.
Oh
happened.
yeah, the
Events
thing.
transpired.
Yeah.
The thing.
Did events transpire?
and it just kind of fizzled.
Yeah.
But again, you could just plot me down at any point in that movie.
Yeah.
and
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like,
I love
okay,
it.
I
I love
got
it.
you.
So the worm. I have questions about the worm.
So there was this period of time in the 2000s and like early 2000s, late 90s, where there's this guy, and I need to find his name. But he was like,
I
yes,
looked him up.
this
when
guy.
we were watching.
So have you ever seen The Brave Little Toaster?
Yes.
Do you remember the lamp?
He was lampy.
No, not that lamp. The creepy overhead
Oh, the
lamp.
creepy
lamp.
overhead
Yes,
lamp.
he's the
No,
same.
it's Blanky. That's who I'm thinking of.
Well, there is a lampy, I
Okay.
think. And remember, he had like there was a
Y'all,
lampy.
Brave Little Toaster's a fucking nightmare. Anyway,
That's why we're all like
That's
messed
why
up.
we're.
Yeah.
That's why all.
Anyway, this guy.
no, I didn't
All
watch it
mid
until
and
I was in
younger
my
millennials
20s.
are really.
Yeah.
I watched it when I was a kid.
Unfortunately, me too.
I mean, I think Goofy movie balanced it out pretty well.
Fair,
Oh.
fair.
But
Good movie is good.
Yes.
That's a good movie.
Anyway, this guy, his name is N. Reitel, whatever
Okay.
you want to call it, whatever. He did this thing that was like kind of like this, like caricature of Peter Lorre,
yeah,
and he
Okay.
did it 2 times. He did it in Brave Little Toaster as that overhead work lamp, and he did it this time as the maggot.
Okay.
And I'm like, why? And also, how come not anymore?
Right.
why is this a
Thing,
thing?
like,
why
why
was
was
it?
this
And why was it
popular?
only
Why
2
did this
times?
worm
Right,
need to be
right.
Peter Lorre?
Right. It's
Which,
when
when you actually watch like movies with Peter Lorre, you're like, okay, yeah, but it's like a
can see it,
major
but-
exaggeration, though.
Yeah.
Anyway, the worm. Go ahead.
And that was a lot of my question was just like there's a vibe here.
Why?
Like, why does it have gigantic lips? Why does it have 2 big teeth?
And
like
the
why-
laugh lines,
Yeah,
like and the
it's
like
such a weird
eye bags.
It's so weird. It
Because-
looks wrong.
Weird.
Yeah.
Because
Why the fuck not?
You're right. Ended up being cute. Like the worm and the Black Widow had their little bit.
little
It was
moment.
cute.
Yeah.
Like it was fine. I just by the end of it didn't really bug me. But at first I was like, oh God, why? I mean I guess sure, why not? I suppose it was fine.
little animal sidekick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love a good
Sort
animal
of.
sidekick. Sort of. This is a sidekick that like lives in your head.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I have one of those. My doctor doesn't call it a maggot, though.
Right.
Oh, the reason I take antidepressants.
And that's why
Oh man.
Anyway,
Um,
go ahead.
I'll keep going. And then Victor accidentally says, "I would never marry you," or whatever, something to that
Oh,
effect.
I
And it's like not what he meant. Like it
Yeah.
was like
I know, it hurts.
It hurt
You're
though.
like,
I'm like so
ouch.
much tact. Like it
Because
was just
because she's so sensitive to that.
yeah. It's like the thing
You
that she
know?
is sensitive about.
And he doesn't know that.
No.
And he's just angry.
Well, and I
yeah.
you get the feeling that he hasn't had much
No.
social interaction.
No.
in
Especially with
general.
women.
God.
Especially with women.
Yeah.
Like And so he just doesn't,
because he notices right away. He's like,
Yeah.
oh fuck, oops.
Fuck, I did that
he
wrong.
knows he fucked up.
Oops.
Right.
And that's kind of like one of the first moments that I feel like they really do connect.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they see each other as vulnerable individuals, or
Right.
at least he sees her as one as like, oh wait,
Ah, fuck.
shit.
Yeah.
She's kind of like me. She's
Yeah.
a little insecure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I loved that she had she had a stylized coffin bed, and she also
Her
had
chaise.
yes, and she also had a keyboard that was a
coffin piano.
That was
yes.
really fun. It was good.
I guess one part was the bottom, the other part was the top.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
like
so.
flipped over
Oh, that
and-
could be. Yeah. Oh,
That's something IKEA would sell.
yeah.
A convertible
God.
Piano
piano bed.
Yeah.
chaise.
It'll be coffin with a umlaut over it or something.
Yeah, coffin.
Coffin. And then we've already talked about this, but how are the skeletons getting drunk?
Because
So
they're
they were
dead.
They were slurry. I'm like, how is that even
cares?
working?
They're
Yes.
drinking, Ian.
Oh,
Drinking
sorry.
makes people drunk.
Oh, sorry.
Duh.
I love the bubbles
Yes.
in that movie, like the beer bubbles.
Yes.
I'm like, I love
Oh.
those things.
When they sent them back to the surface with the egg,
Oh yes,
that was
that
a
was
cool
a digital
effect.
shot.
That was a
was that
cool
digital?
effect,
Because
yes.
it looked to me
Yeah.
that it was
well, it was digitally overlaid. But,
okay. Because
Yeah.
it looked like it was they did something with water and oil or
Yes.
something. Okay, yeah.
and probably some kind of like glittery, like
Yeah.
yeah.
shimmer
like
thing.
food glitter.
That fun fact. That is how they did the Ghost of Christmas Past
yes,
in
that's right.
Muppets Christmas Carol.
Yes,
So she's
same kind of thing.
she was like floating around.
Oh yeah.
They had her in like a thing
tank,
of oil,
yeah.
and then shot it, and then composited her into the shot.
That's so weird.
It was so cool. That's
Yeah.
another
Cool.
amazing movie that I
Yeah.
have no qualms about being really good.
It's the best. It's
Fun. It
actually
is-
like the most accurate
It is.
Christmas
It
Carol
is, and
retelling.
it's also I feel like the one with the most true feeling.
Yeah.
Because Michael Caine's like, I'm gonna make
Play
this play this as serious
All of
as
these
the plague.
all of these puppets I am around, I'm treating as
These are
professional
real
Shakespearean actors.
it was Michael Caine treated the Muppets as his
Fellow humans.
Shakespearean.
yes,
sort
and it
of-
really comes
And
through.
it works, and
Right.
then you get to
Tim-
Muppet
Treasure
Treasure
Island.
Island,
Yes.
and Tim Curry
Curry.
just is a Muppet.
He just treated
He
himself
is
like
a
a
Muppet.
fellow Muppet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which
They
is
made
why
him-
both of them work so well.
Yeah.
they made him
because
a
they
Tim
take
Curry
it
Muppet.
seriously.
Oh my god, I love
Yeah.
that for him.
Yeah. They were just like they've interviewed. Tim Curry was famously never talked about his personal life.
Yeah.
And they asked him if like was there ever one that got away like in his personal life, and he's like
Yeah.
yes, and it was like this whole like
So it's a whole
deadpan
long story.
deadpan story about Miss Piggy.
Yeah. It was like,
which is phenomenal. And anyway,
I believe it.
It's recorded somewhere. Let's see. Oh, the Bacchus was giving me like King Candy energy,
Oh,
Yeah.
like from Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph. Thank you. You know, I still haven't seen Ralph Breaks the Internet. I
I
haven't.
haven't seen
you
that
don't
one
need
either.
to.
You don't think so?
You really don't.
I liked
Okay.
the first one.
It's
I
just
did
like
too.
the first one is one of my favorite Disney films.
It's very good.
The second one is not, and
Okay.
it's kind of just a huge circle jerk.
Yeah,
Oh.
I believe
It's
it.
like, look, we can make memes into
Oh.
movies,
Oh,
and the memes
okay.
won't be relevant by the time the movie is
comes
released.
in. Yeah, right.
And it's just like,
Yeah,
no,
it was
okay.
like a point in time where like maybe like they were thinking, hey, you know, people love referential stuff.
No.
Let's do that. And it's like Disney, you're the stuff that people are making references about.
Yeah.
It's
You
a little
can't
Gen
do-
X coded.
Oh dear, that's too bad.
And here's the thing too, it's also a story that did not need to be told. It doesn't answer any questions.
Right. Okay.
So it's just they kind of just made it up,
Got it.
and I was like, oh no. No.
Oh,
It's one of those things that I don't like thinking about because first one is so wonderful.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's really
Yeah.
good.
It's so wonderful, and that one
Interesting.
is just like, what the hell, man?
That's
like
too
you
bad.
missed it.
Yeah, missed the boat.
You
Yeah.
you should.
We didn't
You
need
can
to do
watch
this.
it,
Yeah.
but like,
Didn't need to
don't.
make this.
It won't be on the podcast.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
No.
Oh, I'm like, oh yes, the wedding cake of dubious structural integrity. Like, again, it had physics, so they were
jiggles.
making it jiggle. I mean, like, you
Jiggly
didn't
cake.
have to do
It was
that,
literally
but they
like
did.
a giant
And you
Jell-O
know what
cake.
it's like on the inside,
Right.
Because of the way it moves.
Moves.
And then the other one doesn't move at all. And
Right.
you're like,
Well,
oh,
because it's like 3 inches
It's tall and was cooked in a microwave.
Yeah.
Right.
The Swanson's TV
Swanson.
wedding cake.
Along with those
TV
like
wedding.
20 Cornish hens or whatever.
Right. Oh man, and everything. It was so gray. Like the visual.
I thought it was
styling
really funny that the color came from the
land of
underworld.
the dead.
The land of the
Yes.
dead.
Yes.
It's almost kind of cocoa-y in that.
Yes.
Oh yeah. No,
But
I agree.
But like
Obviously
in
the other way-
Coco, like
Yeah.
Both are
the,
kind of
the living
colorful.
world had color too, but like
right.
the afterlife is very colorful and vibrant and
Yeah.
bam 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 and
Because everyone's released from a lot of those gross
Yeah.
societal pressures.
Right.
And it's kind of like a funny view into that world where you're like, why are we stressing ourselves out
Yeah.
about this? We're all going
Right.
to die anyway.
Right.
Like,
memento mori, man.
it's
Right,
a little,
it's exactly-
it's a little
memento mori.
nihilistic, but yet at the same time, it's like in a good way.
yeah.
Like, you know what? Like, we don't have to do this to ourselves.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's kind of what that one song is about when they're in the bar.
yeah.
In
In
the
the beginning. Yeah. It sets the tone
it's
very
like, you know
quickly.
what? Like,
What
who
are we doing?
cares?
Right.
What are we doing with this?
Right. Right.
Doing.
The dowry. It's my right.
It's
It's
my
my
right.
right. Like,
God.
no, it's fucking
It's
not.
No,
not
it's
your
not.
fucking
First of
right,
all, it's not.
bro.
And even if it was, there is no dowry.
I know.
Joke's on you, bub.
Like, you made assumptions.
Yes, which I
That's
love
on
how
you.
she's like, did you think that there was going
I'm
to be
sorry,
some kind of
what?
reward here?
You're-
Nice
You're
work.
what?
At least she got that satisfaction. She got
Yeah.
to like stick it
Yeah.
to him a little bit. Like,
Right.
loser.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
Fucking idiot.
I love that
This fucking guy.
the one skeleton is just Gomez Adams coded.
He
Oh,
is.
yeah.
He's just he's got the
The
mustache.
Clark Gable one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's got the smoking jacket. Like this is, I was expecting him to like challenge anyone that showed up to like
To a duel.
a duel.
Yes.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it was so Gomez. It was great. It was a good one. That's the notes I have. There weren't
I
that
love
many
that.
because it was just I just went
There's
went
not
for
much
it.
to it.
Yeah.
And then,
just
Yeah.
and then
beautiful.
the bad guy causes his own downfall.
Yes.
With his own
And
jackassery.
they don't do a damn thing because
No.
they're like,
No.
It's like, everybody
just, like,
shut up.
Oh, there's like pipe down, Judi Dench. Yeah, like
Everybody
wait.
shut up.
yeah, just let him do his
Let
thing.
him
Okay.
drink.
Let him cook.
he might have and the thing that is so satisfying about that ending, and we were talking about this earlier too with like revenge,
Yeah.
how people like revenge in movies. That's a great revenge because he's over there running his mouth
Yep.
and like trying to like knock her down one more time.
Yeah.
And it's like then he gets so anally fucked.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Totally.
You know.
Totally.
You know.
like maybe literally. We don't
Maybe
know.
literally, but he is
like-
getting fucked.
You killed our beloved.
Yes,
Yeah.
and
You're
now
fucking.
and now you're with us for eternity.
and
So
we are
have
going
fun.
to fuck you up.
Right.
Oh my God.
We're going to be
man.
drinking out of parts of you.
Yes.
Right. Your scalp will
Which
be
is
used.
like,
As
like
a plate.
again,
Yes.
we love justice and
Yes.
as viewers, and we see that and we're like, yes,
Yeah.
Right.
yes.
Yeah, very,
yeah.
very satisfying.
Love that for him.
So that brings us to
Oh yes,
rating this thing. I would be willing. So as you
Remind me of your
yes.
of your categories
So we have,
again.
yeah, that's right. We have 4 categories. They are production and design,
Yes,
story, performances, and cultural impact.
yes, that's the one I remembered a lot.
Yeah.
I don't think that one's going to be very high.
We'll get there. We'll get
Yeah,
there.
We'll get there.
Production design, I would be willing to give it a 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's just impressive.
I mean, any kind of
Yes,
stop motion or really animation is just
it's a
put
it's
your
such an
entire
incredible art.
animation OC into
Yeah.
it.
Right.
Like truly.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
and especially with how stylized and
Yes.
how
Yes, smooth and
smooth and
cinematic.
some of
and-
these
Yeah.
camera
Detail-oriented.
movements were, how
Yeah.
sophisticated the camera movements were. It's
Absolutely.
like, all right, you get a 5.
So story, I think I'd be cool with like a 4.
I was
not
gonna
terribly
say a
complex,
4.
yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
that complex. There are questions I have,
Of course.
but that's because I'm a writer and I overthink things.
Like they love her, but she's been in the ground for 20 years waiting for the man to get. Like I have questions.
I think that there is a
And like,
theory
how
I
is this
have with
small
that.
town so small that no one
So,
knows the story?
That's
of the
another
bride who was
question that I do
killed?
have.
right.
Like,
But perhaps they do and they don't talk about
maybe
it.
Sure.
I don't know. We
But
don't know.
Maybe.
I do think that like everybody who's dead is in their grave, but like maybe like dually existing, like you know what I mean?
I see. Yeah.
Kind of a matrixy situation.
Yeah. Okay.
That's always how I thought about it. I don't really think that there is an answer, but that's just how I think of it.
I kind of think like the longer they're in their grave, like they sink and then just kind of like pop out of the sky
That's
in the underworld.
wow.
I don't know.
Okay.
That's good. I
Maybe.
like that.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Oh yes. So story.
I'd say like a 4.
Four. Okay. Performances. This is a pretty good cast. I don't
like
think
a 4.5.
Yeah, I think a 4.5 is fine.
I mean, Tracy Ullman is fantastic. Yeah, I mean, Richard E. Grant playing his villainous self, like
one of my favorite things about voice acting, and this comes up a lot with animators.
Yeah,
it's a big plight. I hate it when a film will run the movie, run the advertising, run it all based on their casting. If you forget who's talking, that's a good cast and some good voice acting.
Right.
Like if you're watching this movie and you're like, oh yeah, that is Johnny. Oh right.
Like genuinely,
that's when you know it's
I knew it was I mean,
you know
it's Helena Bonham Carter,
but you're not thinking about it.
But it's Emily. Yeah.
Well, I totally forgot it was Christopher Lee. I totally forgot that.
Yeah.
Like, the whole time.
That's to me always been a really great sign of a good design character. Like I'm sorry, a well designed character.
Yeah.
And a well acted.
Yeah.
A well done performance.
Yeah.
Because they mesh into that character that wasn't really created in their actor's image. Maybe a little bit, but not always.
I mean, that's
and they have to kind of like mesh a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think that the voice acting is very good because of that reason, because it stands out enough. It's iconic enough. But you're not thinking about it the whole time. You're not like, oh, it's not Johnny Depp is, you know, like there is life to Victor without Johnny Depp, which is important to me as an animator.
No, that makes a lot of sense. I agree with that. But Helena Bonham Carter is usually the corpse you can have a crush on. That's kind of her vibe all the time.
I think she toned this one down because she's usually a little more animated.
Yeah,
I think I think she's usually more harsh.
Yes,
she's very soft,
sweet,
and sweet in this role.
Yeah, I think a lot of them are very subdued in the role.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about how Johnny Depp is very
subdued.
Because their characters are subdued, and then they blossom a little bit more at the end.
Yeah,
absolutely. But I think that's fair.
Yeah,
nice. All right, the last one's cultural impact. So this one is interesting because, like, I have just being a friend that has a lot of friends, being a person that has a lot of friends who are fans of this kind of genre. Corpse Bride has always been, around, or I've seen it was on my skip the thing in the DVD to get to your next main menu, like that. You know what I mean? Like coming to soon on
DVD, whatever,
home and video. Like it was always on stuff, right? Yeah. So like it was definitely like in my.
Like on your radar?
On my radar, but never enough that I went and watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I frankly don't know how other people, like the general populace, feels about it.
It's not super well known.
I'd say
it is, but it isn't.
It is, but it isn't. It was, I think it came out, so 2005, Tim Burton he had 2 movies come out that year. He had Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, yes.
Fuck. I forgot about that
this
movie.
one. And I think this one kind of got overshadowed.
It did.
Even though it was kind of a big deal because it was his first stop motion animation since.
Yes. And the one that was
Nightmare.
And I believe that, oh my God, there's something like really obvious about Nightmare. Is it that he didn't direct Nightmare?
Right. He didn't. He didn't
direct it. And that's the a big thing is that he's directing this.
He did, but he didn't because he did for the actual production.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think all the post-production had to go to someone else because the production was done under Touchstone and then got bought by Disney or something. So
MGM, and then which was acquired by, which was already owned by Disney.
Yeah,
and then
so
MGM
it was
ceases to exist.
I think it was like a licensing thing more than an actual work
contribution.
And MGM and Disney, I don't think are connected anymore.
Does MGM exist anymore?
Yes.
Okay.
Are in what?
Then how do they still have the Did they just buy the rights to Nightmare then
Maybe.
to use it? Because
I
they
don't
still
know.
use it in Disney like themed, like in parks and stuff.
Yeah, let me
Big
look
time.
at that. But that could be if it was under Touchstone.
Yeah.
Then that
Which was
Touchstone
owned by MGM.
Touchstone is Disney now.
Okay,
So maybe
I'm
they
pretty
bought
sure.
Touchstone,
Maybe.
not
Hold on.
MGM.
maybe that's what it was.
Before I keep. Okay, so
There is some relationship.
Touchstone no longer exists.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it has always been Disney.
Okay.
Really?
Yep.
Really? I thought there
Yep.
was some kind of weird loophole.
So Touchstone was created in '84
Okay.
specifically because Disney wanted to make movies that were PG,
Oh, yes.
like
okay.
live action PG
Yeah.
movies. Yep. So that was Touchstone Pictures.
Oh,
That makes sense why it was
I see.
why Nightmare was produced under Touchstone then, because it was very different. It was more horror-y
Yes.
Mhm.
than typical Disney was at the time, and
Interesting.
I think they thought people, their target audience would be
Right.
too scared to
Right.
actually see it, and
Then they kind of embraced it.
so they kind of like
later on.
yeah. So then they kind of hired
Yeah. The
another
darker, yeah,
person.
like the more
Yeah.
like, yeah.
the more like
Because
kid-friendly post-production guy
Yeah.
to kind of come in and take over.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
maybe.
Interesting.
Could be.
I know there's always
Get
been a
Tim
lot
on
of
the phone.
licensing stuff
Yeah,
because Tim Burton has done movies under all different kinds of
Oh, yeah.
studios. Basically, because they're kind of like expensive
Oh
indies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question mark.
I mean,
Like he'll
Yeah.
just go with whoever's gonna,
whoever's gonna give him
Gonna work with him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's not like, under a contract, I feel like, with certain,
I think
maybe now he is, but
especially in this like Corpse Bride time frame.
yeah, this was a weird one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is Warner Brothers.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
But then he did Alice in Wonderland for Disney.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Like
Because
the
that's
two
cool.
movies
Well, and then
there.
maybe that's because of them deciding to like acquiesce
Embrace.
like Nightmare, and they were like, hey, do you want to do this?
Mm.
Like, because Willy Wonka, or Charlie and the Chocolate Factory rather, was not a Disney production.
No,
and
it was not.
what else? Oh my God. He also did
Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd, which was not Disney.
No.
But famously, he did not do Coraline either, which is a kind of a fun piece of trivia that has nothing to do with Tim Burton. actually.
Someone just ripped off all of Tim Burton.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean,
wait a minute. What was oh God, I'm not like well versed on this very much. There was another one he did, which I'm not sure that Disney embraced or not. But, there was like hold on, let me see. He directed the Dumbo remake.
he did.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
The second Beetlejuice, Alice in
The second
Wonderland.
Beetlejuice was kind of meh.
I didn't see it.
It was all right. I liked.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Yeah, you forget
I
that
forgot
he
about
directed
that.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
My barber
Oh yeah, Frankenweenie.
that is the one movie he wants us to review more than anything else.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Correct.
Frankenweenie was done under Disney. That's it.
Yeah,
Or at least some kind of subsidiary because it's
Yeah.
streaming on Disney.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was kind of around that was like what 2009.
2012.
2012.
Oh,
Okay.
wow. Okay.
It was done.
Because I know the Alice in Wonderlands came out when I was in high school.
Yeah. Co-production between Walt Disney Pictures and Tim Burton Productions.
Tim Burton Productions.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
Interesting.
Interesting that Corpse Bride was the one that kind of makes sense though, because I suspect you went to Disney first, and
Yeah,
they were probably
you
like,
probably did.
They're
this
probably
one's,
like, this is
a little
still too
for
dark,
us."
Tim.
Yeah.
Too dark.
on,
Frankenweenie
Tim.
absolutely fits with that though, because it's much like more cutesy.
Yeah,
Right,
it's
right.
very
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this one almost had a bit of an edge to it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like
kind of dark. Like
Kinda dark,
Kind of
yeah.
like ooh, some
Yeah.
some very existential dark humor here.
Oh, yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
Okay.
but yeah, like I remember, being a big Tim Burton fan at the time,
Yes.
and
Right.
like I went to see this in theaters like the weekend it came out.
I did too. My
'cause I was
friend's
so
birthday
excited.
party was that weekend, and she wanted to take
Amazing.
everybody to see it.
Amazing.
Because I
Great.
think Charlie and the Chocolate Factory came out
It was like that
in that
same-
summer.
The summer,
It was
yeah.
the same year. I think it was that summer,
Which is also a fun,
which is
little
also
moment.
I've never
fucking
seen
weird.
it. I've never seen
We
it.
got to put that on
It's
the
a little
list because that is a
strange.
fucking weird one.
It's strange, but it's a kind of strange and wonderful.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Oh.
okay.
That's the one.
follows-
That's the one where Johnny Depp is
Yeah.
okay.
It kind of gives you a little more of something to chew on,
Yeah,
though, in
it's
terms
more,
of like
it's more closer. It's closer to the
Christopher
book.
Lee is also
Christopher
in that
Lee's
one.
also in that
Yes.
Oh, that's fun.
And
It's
Helena Bonham
nice.
Carter.
It's nice.
Of course.
You should give it a watch.
All right.
If not on the podcast, then just in your own
Yeah.
free time.
But yeah, I'd say like a 3.5 because
Yeah.
For the kids, it did have impacts.
yeah,
It had impacts.
Fucking loved it.
Like mine and you, it sounds like
Yeah.
as well. Like this had a major impact into.
Major impact.
It did a major impact
Major
reporting
impact.
for Tootie. Because it got into it, it was at the time I was 13, and I was considering what I wanted to do with my life. And at the time I was like, oh, people draw things that aren't just, cutesy and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I can draw things that are kind of scary,
Yeah.
and like, Nightmare existed, but that came out the year I was born.
Yeah.
It was not
Right.
necessarily something that
it isn't really contemporary anymore.
Right.
And this came out and I'm 13 years old. I'm like in my almost in my teen angst kind of like budding era.
I was
Yes.
I was in the my teen angst started when I was like 11.
Yes. 2006 is about when I entered the emo realm of things for the next 5 years.
I was in it.
Oh yeah.
At like age 11.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And then this, came out.
And you're like, oh my God, people feel like me.
Right.
They see the world like
this
me.
This is so dark and creepy, but like I
Yes.
love it.
Yeah.
But the
It's
thing
so
is
cool.
it's dark and creepy, but it's showing you that you can have that kind of atmosphere, but still have a really nice, touching story.
Yeah. Right.
No, that's relatable for everybody. It doesn't have to be a dark
Like
and
it can
creepy
be
story.
creepy, but it doesn't
Yes.
have to necessarily be scary.
Right.
Scary, yes, or like
Right.
negative.
Yeah. Or negative.
Yeah.
Which I think a lot of people appreciated,
Yeah.
especially that part of that generation when they were young.
I don't think that a movie with that Tim Burton aesthetic with that much edge had been done yet.
I do think, well, here's what I will contribute to your rating. I think Nightmare Before Christmas definitely had a higher cultural impact.
Yeah.
It did.
But I do think that the cultural impact that Corpse Bride has is significant to those that it impacted.
It was
Yeah.
it impacted
It's a dogma
the-
situation.
Definitely. The people that it was for had a lot of impact
Yes.
from it. Yep.
I mean, I watch it every year, every Halloween. It's part of our tradition.
Yeah.
This was my first viewing in a while, but I might have to
Get it
add
back in the rotation.
Add it to the rotation.
Yes, it's so nice around Halloween.
Yeah.
It's such a nice little story.
Yeah.
That's why I'm also just a sucker for those kinds of things. I like a nice, fun little, cute little story.
Wrapped up in a bow.
Just
easy
a
to
nice
go.
story. Like
Yeah.
it feels like someone's reading me a story.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's what I like about a film.
It definitely
and,
has like those folklore,
like I don't really have to think too hard.
Yeah.
Right.
I can just
you
enjoy.
can if you want, but you don't have to.
But it also it makes me not necessarily think in an like a philosophical way, but it makes me think in just like, oh, I know how that feels.
Yeah.
Right.
So
right.
like
The
it just,
relatable human emotions.
yes,
thing.
it's like a girl talk sesh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
Have you ever felt like this? Oh my God, me too.
Oh my God, I feel like that so much.
Oh my God. And isn't it so great when this happens and you're like, oh God.
Yeah.
I like this movie a lot.
Yeah.
So that gives us a rating of 4.3,
Okay.
All right.
which is we have a bunch of movies.
Yeah, I was gonna say
4.3.
that's like our
it's
Is
one of
that
our
like-
one of our it's like the
one of
black
our
hole at the end of the universe. Like we have so many.
most rated.
it's
Do
up-
you
it's
have
definitely
any
up there.
5.5s, like all 5s?
We do.
We do.
So for all 5s, we have. You were there for one of them.
That's right.
Jaws
you gave
was
Jaws
one.
a perfect score.
Jaws, Oh Brother, 2 of them.
Yeah.
Jaws, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Yes, that's right.
And then Snowpiercer and Inside Out were the current 4 on
Those
5.0.
are the okay.
But so with 4.3, alongside Corpse Bride, we've got Galaxy Quest, The Sixth Sense,
Okay.
Da Vinci Code,
Oh,
Saving
you're
Grace.
generous.
Saving Grace.
we gotta redo Da Vinci Code.
Yeah, I might have to redo Da Vinci. We need to refactor.
Again, that's all personal stuff
Fair
with
enough.
me. I'm like, whatever.
Moonrise Kingdom,
Yeah.
Bed Knobs and
Yes.
Broomsticks.
Okay.
Gravity, Gross Point
Okay.
Blank. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good company, I think, all around.
Yeah. Yeah.
For my whimsy, my little gothic whimsy.
Gothic whimsy.
I love
Little
Gothic
flick.
whimsy.
Yeah, I love that. But yeah, so there you go. That's the rating. And that was a delightful little romp. Thank you so much for joining us,
Yes.
Katie. This has been a blast.
Thanks for having me, and thanks
Yeah.
for watching that with me. That was so nice to share.
Absolutely. Well,
Delightful. Please come back.
Yes,
whenever you want.
As always, please come back. We'll come to you. I'm kidding. That'd be hard for both of us. With you guys,
I got nothing but time right now, man.
Yeah,
I don't have money, but I got time.
Oof. Well, and on that note,
yes,
we'll wrap this up. Thank you so much for listening to Film School Slacker. I'm Ian.
I'm Megan.
And I'm Katie.
And we will see you next time. Bye, everyone.
See you later.
Thank you for listening to Film School Slacker. Our graphic design is by Mitch Ransdell. Music by Ariel Shalom and Ziv Moran. Voiceover audio provided by Mike D and Janet Paoni. Learn more at filmschoolslacker.com.